And away we go. Let's see what we get.
As always, we have a magic key on the chest on top, but these other two chests could be anything. We have got an herb, and we have got a fighter's ring for +2 attack power.
9 strength, 11 agility. So that's mediocre at best. We're certainly in the slime range, red slime range, Drakey range. Ghost might be a little stretch, but they should be able to do it. Although with only 14 HP,
Yeah, 14 HP and 3 magic points, no bueno. And a Scorpion to start things off, that's no bueno either. A Ghost, I'm gonna try to attack it. There's 3, anywhere between 6 and 7. So this attack could do it, but it does not. It takes him to 5. This next one certainly will do it, and it does.
so one more of those will get Highspirits to level 2. Tristal, meanwhile, getting his first slime.
Getting ambushed by the Scorpion. Highspirits is able to survive it for now. There's another slime for Tristal. Might as well take it down. One-shots him.
Alright, Tristal probably going to be able to take down this Ghost. Meanwhile, Highspirits getting absolute no encounter luck whatsoever. And it looks like we're going to have level 2 pretty much in stereo here.
Yep, in sync for both runners. 18 power, 21 HP, 5 magic points, and new spell of Hurt.
Well, okay, here we go. So that Hurt spell will do very nice against those Scorpions that we've seen, as well as kind of some of more of the upper lower tier of enemies. You know, like maybe some Drolls, some Druins, that type of thing. Magidrakies.
We do find Caitlin on Tristal's side, a town not too far away from start.
At least we know where the coordinates are once our runners find keys. Once our runners actually refill their HP, the Warlock here on Tristal's side will be a very nice Hurt candidate, but unfortunately, with not any resources, Tristal gets sent back to start.
Look at this. We have a level up to level 3 for Highspirits. 7, 2, 3, and no MP.
Well, their strength is actually really nice for level 3.
Absolutely, when you're doing 16 damage on a slime, yeah, absolutely. That's pretty good strength for level 3. And Tristal right behind, level 3 for him also.
So I think we're going to see both of our runners kind of sit down here and check what level 4 is going to bring.
35 points, and you will have that level. This Scorpion here is going to give Highspirits level 4. He does take him down. Let's see what the numbers are for Highspirits on level 4. It's going to be 3, 5, 7, 8. Still no new spells.
Why couldn't that have been 9? I mean, come on, 3, 5, 7, 9.
I know, right?
Yeah, come on, game, give me that.
We us mathematicians, we want to see the patterns. We want to see the 4 of a kinds and whatnot. Come on, game, letting us down.
Highspirits with a Kaish no Ichigeki taking out the Warlock.
It's a very healthy 28 points there. He takes down another one of those. He's going to get level 5. Unfortunately, that Scorpion, which wouldn't have given it, yes, it would have given it to him by 1 point, decided to run away. And this one does as well. We do find Sharlock in a cave next door. Unfortunately, Magic Wyverns, you see the number right there. It's very nice, but it's not so nice for the runners because it's DL2 breath.
Yeah, DL2 breath, sending a lump of charcoal back to the king. He's like, what the heck am I going to do with this? Although I would imagine we're going to see Tristal running right back to that cave, seeing what the cave right in front of Sherlock is. 1 blank 20 and 11 for level 5 on Highspirits side.
The HP has definitely been healthy, that's for sure. And yeah, having that 11 extra magic points is nice if we can get some more cells. And it's the Jerk Cave for Highspirits.
Wow, how fortunate that the place where you get the rainbow drop is 2 spaces from the place you use the rainbow drop.
And this This makes no sense to me, Z-Man. Why doesn't the old man just toss one of his rainbow drops right into the moat so that he can build the bridge? Well, I'm going to tell you why that is. He's known as the jerk for a reason. If you don't have what it takes to build that bridge, get that rainbow drop from him. You need to get the Erdrick's token, you need to get the Stones of Sunlight, and you need to get the Staff of Rain. If you don't have that, he's going to kick you out of his cave. And the rainbow drops are a very rare candy that he's got. And that treasure chest, it's not a treasure chest at all. It's his candy dish. So you have to have all three of those. He's just not going to give those rainbow drops away for free, you know, Z-Man.
So Highspirits in this nice little archipelago here with a bunch of sand-laden bridges.
Yep, but the ghost will send him back. Tristal trying to run away from a werewolf. They've got Hurtmore, and that's not going to do it. He'll be sent back to the castle.
Although I would imagine Tristal, will keep that in the back of his brain and be like, just wait till I get my Hurtmore.
Magician going down for 8 points for Highspirits.
You gotta like being at level 5 with 65 HP, almost being guaranteed to take one of those DL2 breaths to the face and survive. Almost.
Almost, yep, because they can deal over 70, that is for sure. Now a werewolf ambushing Highspirits, and he's having trouble running away, and now Highspirits knows that they've got Hurtmore.
And Tristal also joining Highspirits at level 5. And if Highspirits continues on this path, he will see what we know to be Caitlin. Highspirits closing in on level 6.
Yep, he's 26 points away, so if we see another Warlock, he'll have a shot to get level 6, and Highspirits has now entered the town of Cantlin, and we're going to find out what is in the armory today. Full plate, a small shield, and a copper sword and a hand axe.
Certainly looking for hopefully a silver shield here, and hopefully a gold grind in the treasury, but we'll get there eventually, once we know we might have the opportunity. Highspirits picking up a few supplies for his run, herbs and a torch, so to light the way.
That's kind of embarrassing. Tristal whiffed on a slime. It decided to dodge on him. Can you believe it?
Whoops. Gotta love this game. And it looked like there was a large shield and a magic armor in the lower shop in Cantlin. So obviously we can't check the key block shop because we don't have keys yet.
We saw our first metal slime of the competition, but immediately the metal slime decided to run away, so there goes the 255 potential points that Tristal could have obtained. In his case, that would have been 2 level ups.
Ooh, Wolf sending Highspirits back to start, and I would imagine this blue dragon gonna... Oh boy!
Yeah, they have DL2 breath, forget about it, so... The potential fun police of this seed may be those blue dragons right there.
Well, so we've seen a couple of the Sherlock enemies so far. We've seen a werewolf with...
Oh, wow! Speaking of Sherlock enemies, an AK-47 doing 49 damage. Yeah, that's no fun.
Well, back to start.
My goodness gracious, these enemies, we're only in like the early zones and already we are finding nothing but trouble.
Yeah. So anyways, the werewolves with Hurtmore and the blue dragons with the wonderful Dragon Lord 2 breath. This should be fun.
Not to mention the Star Wyverns or the Magic Wyverns that also have the DL2 breath.
Those were Magic Wyverns. Magic Wyverns.
Yep, that's right. Ooh, Poltergeist, they have sleep. Yeah, that always gets me. They put you to sleep and then they decide to just show mercy and leave.
5, 5, 7, 6, and the spells of Heal and Hurtmore at level 6.
Ooh, Those are very nice upgrades that Tristal just got. Very nice. And now those wolves will go down with ease. That'll be a 40-point experience boost for Tristal.
Oh, we do have a cave here. Let's see what cave this might be here.
Ooh, that wasn't enough to take down the werewolf. That 64 wasn't enough. 53 to 70 is the range of HP, so a normal attack will take it down, and it's going to be at level 7 for Tristal, and here are the numbers. 5, 14, 5, 3, and more new spells.
Yeah, that strength is really nice for level 7. And there is our Shrine Cave, the place where you exchange the Silver Harp for the Staff of Rain.
The Shrine Cave, the Trading Cave, the Staff Cave, whatever you want to call it. Yep. Once we get the Silver Harp, we can turn it in and get that Staff of Rain.
Okay, we have another town here on Tristal's side, if he's allowed to get there. Which
he is allowed to get there, and it is Breckenary.
Oh, look. Breckenary.
Just a little hole in the wall, but let's see. Ooh, a silver shield! Not so fast, my friend. We do have something of value here. So there's the chainmail purchase for Tristal.
It's not that far from start, so I would imagine that that a gold grind is certainly in play if there's a gold grind available. Picking up also looks like a small shield.
A Wraith Knight taking down Highspirits, sending him back to start. Tristal does have enough cash to go to the inn. It is the Motel 6 where they're going to leave the light on for you. Why do we call it that? Well, the price. It's 6 golds.
And it is just barely north of Charlock.
That's quite convenient. In case we have to do a enemy grind perhaps at Charlock, we can just heal up right there at Breckenary.
Highspirits encountering an Axe Knight says, yep, bye-bye.
Dealing a hurt more to an Axe Knight almost certainly will take it down each and every time. 51 to 67 points, and they give you 130 experience. Oh, unfortunately, Highspirits swing and a miss on the AK-47. That's bad luck right there. And bad luck for Tristal as another Metal Slime gets away. And he finds Rimuldar, or Rimuldar, depending on who you talk to.
And the big thing here in Rimuldar is the fact that you get keys in the back. So I haven't checked out Tristal's gold count, but I would imagine he'll get at least one key he'll be able to purchase. So it wouldn't surprise me if he actually kind of hangs around town, maybe hurt wars a couple of things for a little bit of extra gold.
Hopefully he runs... Well, Slime's not going to really do much for him because they only give you 2 gold, so he's just going to run away. But if you find something more plentiful... Well, speaking of plentiful, we find Hawksness and another cave next door. Not going to check out the tile just yet, but we are going to check out this cave. Where could we possibly be?
That looked like that might have been Tablet Cave. I'm a little surprised Tristal doesn't run into Hawksness to see what enemies on the spike tile. Oh, but there's another town down there. Given what we know, that is either the town of Darenham or the town of Cole.
Are you sure it's not the town of Darunia? I mean, it is next to the mountains.
I did the wrong game.
Yeah, that is the wrong game, but I'll tell you what else is wrong. The Fun Police strikes on Highspirits. The real Red Dragons. He can't run away, and he goes back to start.
And yet another Charlock, and on Tristal's side, the Wizard. Can actually run away from the Wizard, and he will enter the town of Darenham.
Darenham it is, and we're going to check the armory to see if there is anything good. Another silver shield, so that kind of supersedes Breckenary in a way.
Alright, so we do have Tristal using his 1 key to check out the 3 chest pick.
Oh, Metal Slimes have DL2 Breath 2. My goodness.
Well, okay then. Fun. Not much back at Darenham. 2 herbs and something else.
Yeah, man. So good luck trying to get their 255 points. Tristal's going to be in for a big surprise if that happens to him.
Curse Belt, thank you, chat. And this looks to be the grave of Garenham in the back of Garenham. How random.
Right. Can you get any more vanilla if you tried, game? Ooh, Hurtmore taking down this X-Knight. 85 more points, and that'll be level 8 for High Spirits. So could get it on the AK-47 if he's lucky. Wasn't lucky last time. Does land the first shot. If he can land just one more, he'll have level 8. He gets it.
And we have 2 gold chests and Erdrick's armor in the top of the grave. So that's big.
Take a look at the 3, 2, 1, 16 MP and learning. We see stop spell, we see outside. Great stuff.
So Tristal, without another key, is probably going to try to beat a hasty retreat out of here. And I would imagine maybe head back to Wimbledon and get some keys. Randomania, thank you for the raid, and welcome to this round of 16 matchup between High Spirits and TristalMTG in the Dragon Warrior Randomizer tournament.
Most certainly. And you were talking about Erdrick's armor that Tristal just picked up. Erdrick's armor means you are now immune from those swamp tiles that normally take away 2 of your hit points. Hurtmore does less damage to you. DL2 Breath does less damage to you. And you are completely resistant to the stop spell. Uh-oh, and High Spirits getting ambushed and womboed back to the castle.
Tristal picking up his level 8. Finds a spell of outside. Yep, I'm using this. Looks like he'll pop back in, maybe pick up some herbs and maybe a torch or 2. And I would imagine use the inn and a dragon scale.
That's an extra 2 points of defense right there. High Spirits this time able to escape the blue dragon. A Magic Drakey. High Spirits wants no part of it, but all the enemies want a part of High Spirits. And ooh, Hurtmore gonna cost him exactly half of his HP. Gonna use the stop spell, and it's successful. So nice try now, Werewolf.
So our stats in general aren't too bad here for level 8. I believe TristalMTG has a maximum of 78 and HP, 52 MP, and the strength is pretty reasonable too. So, I mean, the stats aren't looking too terrible for this particular seed so far.
This definitely has the potential. Unfortunately, Tristal running into more DL2 Breath in the form of that Magic Whip. I'm going to use the Hurtmore spell and taking him down to pick up 83 experience points. Next level is at 975. These two are very close to even in that department.
Looks like Tristal is now going to load up on some keys. And High Spirits looks like he's loading up on a Dragon Scale and Fairy Water.
Does put it on. So once you have it put on, it is yours to keep. Even if you do decide to sell it, you will still retain the benefit of those 2 extra defensive points.
So Tristal's going to check the chest here in Rimeldar. Let's see what we have.
I'm waiting for it to be a magic key, the old 2-for-1 scam here. Nope, it's Fairy Water.
Not bad. So it'll be interesting to see if Tristal maybe wanders into Hawksness and see if there's anything worth, grindable / take-downable in Hawksness. Because with the Hurtmore spell, he can certainly take out, the Axe Knight, the Armor Knight he can take out. Might be able to take out a Stone Man with some good luck. So, and a blue Dragon with some good luck. You never know.
Tell you what, High Spirits, he could have gotten unlucky on that because he did a Hurtmore for 58, then a Hurt for 11. If he would have rolled to 70, it might have taken down High Spirits.
Speaking of taking down, Tristal taking down level 9, blank, 1, 10, 15, and a spell of some sort.
Man, lot of big and small numbers put together on these level ups, that's for sure. Highspirits also getting level 9, so we might get a chance to see what kind of spell we've learned, and it is, well, it's going to be...
Return.
Thank you.
And in the bottom of the tablet cave, we have wings.
Which are absolutely useless now that we have the return spell.
All right, Tristal now going to check out Hawk's Nest, see what we might have here.
Well, if it's an Axe Knight, that would be a great enemy because they both have Hurt More, and... Oh, Blue Dragons have Stop Spell! To go with the deal, too.
Yeah, you want no part of the Blue Dragons. All right, so we don't have Sleep here for the Stonemen, but you do have, Stonemen with Hurt. That's nice.
Absolutely. We are we are defense breaking those Stonemen in terms of the Hurt spell. So yeah, lands one of the Hurt Mores for 65. If he can land one more, he'll have a good chance to take it down. He only has one more chance to land the Hurt More. He lands it. Is it enough? It is.
And we find the big stick.
Indeed.
Sword.
That is a huge attack boost for TristalMTG, and that was not an easy fight because they are, I do believe they are quite resistant. They are 716 Hurt More resistant, so very lucky there for Tristal, and he will now go back to the beginning, and we'll see where he goes from there.
I'm going to check out what's in the treasury. We're still looking for all of our story items, but we find a fairy flute, which I guess is useful against golems. We have a couple of magic keys, and we do have a gold grind possible on the middle chest in the treasury.
That would be great. Remember, we've seen a couple of silver shields, so if these runners decide to make that gold grind, it is definitely available to them, and the silver shield shops aren't terribly far away from where they are.
And we do have Highspirits wandering into Hawk's Nest, and it's like, nah. Meanwhile, underneath Tantagill is the Stones of Sunlight Cave, and in it contains the Death Necklace. Again, a little vanilla there with your location game.
Yeah, we're seeing all kinds of vanilla here. What the Death Necklace does, if it does boil down to it, may or may not, depending on what our HP and attack power is when we get to the higher up levels, is when you put it on, you get a boost of 10 attack power points. But it does come at a price, a reduction of your maximum HP by 25%. And now Tristal going to give the coordinates a try. Let's see if we have any coordinates at all. There are no coordinates this time.
Nope. So given what we've seen, right? We know we still need the Silver Harp. We know we need Erdrick's Token. We know we need the other thing, the Stones of Sunlight, right? So we got those three things. We've seen the Hawk's Nest chest. So between Coal, the Mountain Cave, and the bottom two chests of the grave, they got to be there somewhere.
You're absolutely right there. There goes the Wraith Knight for 72 points. Approaching the 1500 we need for level 10. Now Highspirits going to check that spike tile. He sees a Stone Man. He's going to hope that Hurt More lands. Gets one shot off, but look at his MP. He only has... Oh, they have Stop Spell!
They have Stop Spell and the Spell of Hurt. So this is going to be interesting. I think... Highspirits. Yo, dude. He might be able to take this down if this Stone Man is Hurt friendly.
Fortunately, it's attack friendly. Not so good.
Although that said, a Stone Man with Hurt and Stop Spell, that might actually be a halfway decent grind later on in the game.
Absolutely, and there's an Axe Knight for Tristal. That's an easy 130 points.
Puts him 20 points away from level 10.
Yep, this Green Dragon, we have not seen one of those yet. Gonna go for the Hurt More to take it down in one shot, but that is not gonna be quite enough. Green Dragons have anywhere between 54 and 72, but that attack will get the job done, and there's level 10 for Tristal. The numbers for level 10 are 3, 5, 4, 2, and we have learned a new spell.
Was that Healmore? I think that was Healmore on level 10.
Well, that's great if that's the case. And High Spirits finding the freebie cave, he'll get his death necklace.
Oh, look, Wizards with DL2 breath.
Man, you get DL2 breath, and you get DL2 breath. Everybody getting DL2 breath here. This is crazy. A lot of these nasty enemies.
Yeah, so this Sherlock is not going to be terribly fun. But, you have Wizards with DL2 breath, you have Blue Dragons with DL2 breath, you have Blue Dragons with DL2 breath, you have Werewolves with Hurtmore. Not a fun Sherlock dive so far.
Oh my gosh, they have the Wombo combo. They have the Wombo combo, the DL2 breath and sleep do Metal Slimes have. That is nuts. And unfortunately for High Spirits, he gets DL2 breath twice, so no 255 for him.
Yep. Oh, Wizard with the dodge.
Wizards with DL2 breath.
Oh, and they have the spell of heal. Fantastic.
Well, at least it ain't heal more. That would be the ultimate troll.
Yeah, this Sherlock, you're going to want the Silver Shield for this Sherlock, I think. You're going to want to repel as much as possible.
Yeah, I totally agree with you there, 100% Z-Man. This is going to be an absolutely nasty dive. And I'm going to tell you right now, you know, we call level 9 the Great Equalizer in Zelda Randomizer. With these kind of DL2 enemies, Sherlock very well definitely could be a Great Equalizer for both runners.
Now, I suppose the good news so far is that we haven't seen sleep on any of the Sherlock enemies, which is a good thing. Although we've only seen the Red Dragon in a cameo.
Yes, that is correct. High Spirit's going to check for coordinates. He does not have Erdrick's armor, but he's about to discover the bad news. There are no coordinates tonight.
Alright, so I think Tristal now will finally see Explore. Oh no, he's going to go down to the bottom of the grave, it looks like.
Absolutely here, and I almost forgot to mention, with no coordinates, no Gwaelin, so you're going to have to wait another seed for your rescuer.
It'll be interesting to see if Tristal picks up the top 3 chests up here to set up a Silver Shield grind. I would imagine he would. Yep, he's headed there. This is absolutely a setup for a grind, a gold grind, and to maybe check out the bottom floors, I would imagine.
Yeah, it would make perfect sense, Z-Man, that he makes that kind of play. Unfortunately, High Spirits took a gamble, decided not to use the... actually, no, he does not have the heal more. He's only at level 9. And yeah, Tristal's really put on a little bit of a lead now on High Spirits by about 1,000 experience points.
Yeah, High Spirits' inability to get over toward Garenham is really kind of hurting him right now. Because we do know that the Grave of Garen is in the back, and, you know, that armor will help you get the sword out of Hawksness, but you just haven't been able to make it there.
That seems to be the difference in this race right now, is that Erdrick's armor that Tristal was able to pick up.
Yep, absolutely.
Checking this chest out and finds a cursed belt. This is going to put him very close to level 11, just 43 more points, and he can definitely get it off of this green dragon. Will he one-shot with the Hurtmore? He will not. That's a good roll, but that green dragon had more than 66 points, but this time he will take it down. We will get level 11. Here come the numbers for that level. 2, 3, 4, 6. So close to the perfect sequence. Why did you do this to us, game?
So, Chad actually bringing up an interesting point. We know that the overworld spot is a blank. And we know that Hawksness had something, but we've also found 2 cursed belts. So because we've seen 2 cursed belts, we know that something important has to be in the coal search spot. So one of the 3 key items, the harp, the token, or the stones, will be in the search spot in coal.
Yep, that is a guarantee. And what that is also a guarantee of, since we've already found the fairy flute, is there's going to be absolutely nothing in Sherlock.
Ooh, and the rest of the grave is in fact a bust.
Wow!
So now I think we're just going to see Tristal kind of have fun, just adjusting the position of his dragon scale and say, "Come hurt me, green dragon, send me back to start, please," so he can set up the gold grind.
Yep, that's exactly what Tristal has in mind right here. High Spirits back into Hawksness. We'll get level 10 and the all-important Heal More for High Spirits.
Of course, the Heal More will be no good in this upcoming fight if it gets stop spelled by this Stone Man, but I would think High Spirits is going to try to stop spell it first.
Unfortunately, they have a very high resistance to stop spell, 11 out of 16 chance that is going to miss. We'll see what happens, though. See if High Spirits can get lucky. There is that gold grind that Tristal's on right now here in Tantacle Castle. 500 to 755 gold pieces every time you open up that chest. Now, what constitutes the treasure chest glitch?
So this is an early era NES game. So the developers in this game, combined with a lack of available memory and foresight, there's a little bit of an oversight here that the developers programmed. In the vanilla game, there's really no way that you're going to ever open more than 8 treasure chests in the Sherlock Castle at once, right? You're never going to open more than the 3 in the throne room, the 4 in the treasury, and then the Stones of Sunlight in the bottom. That you're never going to ever open more than that. So the developer said, we only need to program the game to check for 8 treasure chests at any one time. Well, if you open 9, then the game's like, uh-oh, what do I do? So it pretends that you never even opened it to begin with. So you can, that 9th, 10th, 11th chest that you open without seeing the overworld, you can open that again and again and again and again and again as much as you want. So in this case, we do it for gold.
Great news for both of our runners. Tristal was able to get to Breckenary to buy his silver shield, and High Spirits was able to land the stop spell on the Stone Man and took it down with a couple of Hurtmores, so now he has Erdrick's sword.
Alright, so now if High Spirits can get a little bit more to the west, he'll find the town of Garenham, which has the grave in the back, which we know has the armor.
Yeah, it would behoove him to get there as soon as possible, because, yeah, Tristal is starting to pull away on those experience points.
Oh, is this the Mountain Cave, or is this great? Nope, this is Swamp North on High Spirit side.
And there's an Axe Knight. Ooh, 63 wasn't enough. A rare, no one-hit knockout on a Hurtmore for Tristal.
So Tristal now searching to the west and south of Sherlock, which we know is probably, well, which we know has pretty much nothing, except for Swamp North. Alright, so Swamp North putting High Spirits into a desert, and we'll see what's on this continent.
I would imagine coal.
And we do know coal will be important, that there will be something in coal. And there will also be, I believe, 2 things in the Mountain Cave at this point.
Yep, most definitely. And simultaneous werewolves for both runners here. Tristal's only 361 points away from level 12. Highspirits still needs to get a couple hundred more to get to level 11.
This looks to be a bit of a windy second continent. A little bit, if it is a second continent. Oh, that's it. A big old nothing burger.
Wow, just nothing but a barren wasteland. How often do you see that, Zeman? An absolute blank continent.
That happens more than you'd think. I would say it happens once every 4, 5, 6 seeds that the second continent is just blank. I think it happens just about as often as you see one continent anymore.
Huh. Very much weird. But in any event, level 11 has been obtained by Highspirits.
Question in chat from Brian Williams. What was the spike in Swamp? I don't know. Haven't checked it yet. We know that the spike in Hawksness is a Stone Man. That's what we know, as far as spikes go.
Yeah, the only benefit of checking the spike in Swamp is if there's any good grinding enemies.
So I don't know if we knew this, but blue dragons have Stop Spell.
Yeah, which means absolutely nothing to Tristal because he is wearing Erdrick's armor. Trying to get the 180 points from this blue dragon. He's going to go ahead and heal more. He's going to hope to take it down, but boy, do they pack a punch. There's an attack, and that's going to do it, giving Tristal the 180!
My guess is he took on that fight because he didn't feel like running from it, because he knew he was pretty close to Breckenary.
Yeah, not to mention not a heck of a lot of agility, and if you try to run away and you are unsuccessful, yeah, it's not going to work out for you that way either. Highspirits back into Cantlin, going to use the repel and heal up at the inn.
So I'm thinking now the rest of what we're looking for is to the west and possibly south of Darenham, because I'm not sure Tristal has really checked out a lot of that area yet. And we do have Highspirits picking up a half-plate armor from Cantlin.
Yep, and that's a common purchase that you will see runners make.
All right, we have level 12 pickup here on Tristal, giving 5, 1, 2, and 15.
Pretty good numbers on the magic department, so we'll definitely take that.
Yeah, I'd like to see their stats, but their strength is pretty gosh darn solid at this point.
Oh, and another
I think.
Another DL2 breath, and Highspirits back to the castle.
Alright, so looks like Tristal's going to do a flyby of Rimwaldar as he's looking for his other stuff, specifically coal and the mountain cave.
Instead, he finds the fun police, but manages to escape. A semi-sparkle bridge on Tristal's side.
So we are getting confirmation in chat as far as Tristal's stats here at level 12. 61 strength, which is pretty solid for level 12. 49 agility, which kind of sucks. 98 HP and 90 MP, both of which can be endgame depending on other stats. So, I mean, really, we're looking toward a fairly normal level 16, 15, 16, 17 ability to go kill the Dragon Lord. Agility is gonna be a problem unless we get some really good growth in that over the next few levels.
I completely agree on that one. Oh, and Highspirits running into another blue dragon. Doesn't get DL2 breathed on, but then can escape a second time. He's got to escape this time, or it's curtains.
All right, and I do believe we have Tristal finding coal over here. But the blue dragon's like, you got to get through me first.
Oh, and it looks like Tristal's going to go after him. And now he's got to use his heal more there. So he's just going to play it out as was hoping to use stop spell, and there's a stop spell. Stop spell hype. Down goes the blue dragon, another 180 points for him, and Tristal indeed has made it to coal.
All right, so this is going to be a key item. Let's see which one it is. The harp.
Yep, the silver harp traded in will get the Staff of Rain. So now all we need to do is find the Stones of Sunlight, and we'll be in grind and go mode. We welcome everybody from SpeedGaming to Dragon Warrior Randomizer here on SpeedGaming 2.
Yep, we currently are in the middle of a round of 16 matchup between Highspirits and TristalMTG. The winner moving on to the round of 8, the loser going down into the bottom bracket.
Absolutely indeed.
For those of you just joining us here, you can probably notice that there is quite a distinct difference here between our two runners. TristalMTG having Erdrick's armor, whereas Highspirits does not. Early on in the seed, Tristal went and found Garenham, and in the back of Garenham is Garen's grave, and one of the first 3 chests in Garen's grave is Erdrick's armor. Highspirits has not yet found Garenham, unfortunately. So that's kind of where the big difference in this race is. Tristal's found Garenham, Highspirits has not. And it also took Highspirits a good 20 minutes longer than Tristal to get his Erdrick sword, which hampered his Highspirits' ability to kind of like grind as he went, only having the Hurt More spell and a lot of fun things in the overworld.
Yeah, there are a lot of fun things. Well, speaking of fun things, you just had to mention it, and the situation presents itself. A red dragon, and Highspirits is able to escape.
Okay, there was I believe Tristal picked up level 13, but I missed the stats there.
Sounds like he got a lot more power based on what I'm seeing from the chat.
Wow, 18 more power.
Yeah, that is a lot of power because you will start to do damage against DL2 once you are over 101 attack power. So the mathematical equation on that is your attack power, let's say you have 140 attack power. Get rid of the 1, and that is your base. Divide that in 2, and that is your maximum roll against DL2. Divide that number in 2 again, that is your minimum roll. So in that case, you would do 10 to 20 damage per attack on attack 140.
And I believe right now we are at 121, 131?
It'll be 131 if we do wear the death necklace.
121. Right now we're at 121 attack power, which is, I mean, if you have a ton of HP and a ton of MP, it's doable. But, you know, our runners are certainly going to get at least a level 14, if not 15, just kind of naturally here. Tristal has found the mountain cave.
Yeah, so he's going to be in great shape to be in grind and go mode, provided that he doesn't run into anything nasty. Unless...
Alright, so Tristal finding gold in the first chest. He's just looking for the token and the stones, which we know have to be here.
That's actually Tablet Cave that Tristal's found.
No, this is the mountain cave.
It is? Yep. Where's the encounters?
He's repelling them away.
Wow, we must have weak enemies in this mountain cave, for Pete's sake.
And there's the scale. Not the scale. There is the stone, so that means that I'm pretty sure the Erdrick's token has to be the last chest here in the grave. Or not in the grave, in the mountain.
Yes.
Highspirits finding coal.
There it is, Erdrick's token, and he can go ahead and escape. But yeah, just looking at Tristal's screen, I'm thinking, wait, is he in Tablet Cave again? I mean, you don't just see all weak enemies in a cave like that. It just doesn't happen, Z-Man.
Every once in a while it does. I mean, the overworld has been so brutal to our runners that it's given them a little bit of a breather in the mountain cave.
Yeah, we'll take that any day of the week. So yeah, with that pickup, all he's got to do is go back to the staff cave, turn in that silver harp, and then he can get the rainbow drop from the jerk cave, and he'll be in grind and go mode.
So Highspirits is coming up to the mountain cave here, and he's gonna have a little bit of a decision to make here. He knows he hasn't seen Garenham or Garen's grave, and I'm pretty sure Highspirits knows that the grave has to be in the back of Garenham. But he's going to have everything he needs to go into Sharlock. I'm wondering if he does a Sharlock dive before looking for Garenham.
That is quite conceivable. And look at this. There were red dragons in the mountain cave. Highspirits, first step he took, boom, Fun Police. And speaking of Fun Police, Tristal having to deal with them as well. Tristal taking them down to 255.
Far easier for Tristal, though, due to Tristal's Erdrick's armor and silver shield, as compared to half-plate armor and no shield.
But nevertheless, Highspirits also able to take down the red dragon and get his 255 points.
A Kaishin no Ichigeki taking out a Droll Magi for Highspirits.
Yep, a great job. 56 points more, or 58 points more, excuse me, and another red dragon.
Boy, and it's kind of as you mentioned earlier, Tristal didn't even encounter an enemy in this mountain cave. So, I mean, RNG not doing Highspirits any favors on top of Highspirits' disadvantage.
Tristal going to the jerk cave, getting his rainbow drop. Just make sure you don't sell it off to Slugworth.
I don't think you'll have a chance to sell it anywhere.
Wow, he's not dropping it just yet. I would have just went ahead and built that bridge.
Yeah, I would have too. But I think he's going to check out the spike tile here in the swamp cave.
So it could be a better grinding spot than what's in Sharlock. I mean, again, if it's Axe Knights, perfect grind area.
Yeah.
Another red dragon for Highspirits. Wow. Just wow. Let's check the spike tile, and we do... no! He may do it, though. Down goes the red dragon on both sides, and there's level 13 for Highspirits. Tristal 55-17. This red dragon will give him level 14, and maybe if the numbers are good enough, a potential shot at diving Sharlock.
Good. We're just looking for some more strength here, ideally, because he has the HP and MP depending on what the strength is. So, I mean, really, we're looking for strength or a huge HP gain so you can use the Death Necklace. One of the two would do.
All right, here comes the moment of truth for Tristal. Let's find out what those digits are. We've got 3023, excuse me, and learns a new spell. Nah, I don't think that's going to be good enough.
Nope, not good enough. No, we're going on to level 15 here, at least. But again, we're still, right now, the big thing is strength. And also keep in mind, though, that even if our strength is reasonable, we have to take a look at the HP. And the agility in this seat is just so terrible that we're not going to be repelling much in Sharlock Castle. So you can't necessarily count on having full resources when you get to the bottom.
Looks like Tristal's made up his mind that this is going to be the grind for him.
I mean, it makes perfect sense. I mean, he's got the resources and he's got the ability to take it out, so why not just sit here and grind some? So I'm wondering if this might be a death warp here for Highspirits, so he can do the gold grind coming out of the mountain cave?
You know, it would make the most sense. Let's see if he makes that play. Meanwhile, 1,160 more points for Tristal, and that'll give him the 7,500 he needs for level 15.
All right, now this will be interesting to see how far Highspirits goes, because we have seen a magic armor fairly close to start, and obviously we've seen a silver shield fairly close to start. So the question is he only going to go to 14,800 just for the silver shield? Or is he going to add on maybe 3,000 more for a full plate, or maybe the full 7,700 for a magic armor, and maybe he goes into Sharlock first?
And that'd be 22,500 if he went after the magic armor and the silver shield. We'll see what he's got in mind. As Tristal continues his grind on red dragons, he doesn't have much MP left, so probably another 1 or 2, and he'll have to go back to start.
And it looks like Highspirits is going the full magic armor, silver shield here.
Yeah, but got a little bit extra. He's got almost 24,000 golds to his name, but he does have to make it to his target towns before getting ambushed to death, because anytime you take a death, you lose half of the gold that's in your pocket.
Yeah, he's gonna take a safety save, though.
I don't blame him one bit. That's a great idea in case the calamity were to happen to Highspirits, as Tristal runs into and escapes from a stone man. And Tristal gonna go back to Breckenary to, I would assume, stock up, heal up, do what he needs to do. Interesting. He is going to buy some fairy water. I wonder, you don't suppose he would think about using fairy water on DL2, do you?
No, I think he might be... My first instinct is to say he's going to use that to make the dive quicker, but maybe he might consider using it for attack purposes.
We'll definitely see about that, as, boy, Highspirits running into Magic Wyverns that have DL2 breath before he can get to the town. That is no fun.
And of course, the wolf is like, "Haha, you missed me."
Yeah, pretty much. And Tristal running into a blue dragon is just going to go ahead and fight it, and taking him down another 180 points. He's now 375 away from level 15.
So,
shield.
Yeah, Highspirits coming here to Breckenary to pick up the magic armor and the silver shield.
Looks like Tristal is back to Swamp South for some more red dragon fighting.
Alright, so we have Tristal grinding away here on the red dragon, and Highspirits is Looks like he's off to trade in his harp for a Staff of Rain.
Yes, indeed. And now simultaneous dragon fights. Highspirits taking down a green dragon. Tristal has not yet taken down the red dragon, but with this shot, he will get the job done for another 255 points. That is going to be level 15. Let's take a look at the numbers. 14, 6, 1.
So that 14 agility helps, but he still needs more strength.
Yeah, I guess 15 is not going to do it. The numbers are starting to tail off for both the HP and the strength, so he's going to have to keep on going for level 16, which is at 9,750 points. Well, one of those excellent moves will definitely help out the cause for Tristal.
Ooh, all right. So what's Highspirits doing here? Is he? Oh wait, he's going west. So we know that this is. Oh boy, this is the direction that he needs to go for Garenham.
Tristal putting his wings to use there.
Ooh, so is Highspirits making the play here to go west of Hawksness? Because he'll see Garenham is right here.
There's the blue dragon. Tristal. Using nothing but DL2 breath. Gee, you would think you were fighting the DL2. And at long last, Z-Man Highspirits has made it to Garenham.
Yep. Where he will find his armor and do what is necessary to get on the grind, I would imagine.
Back to the Fun Police grind for Tristal. Needs another 1,490 points, so that means 6 of these will get him level 16.
So in theory, he should be able to do it with this amount of resources, I think. Alright, so the good news for Highspirits here is, in theory, he'll only need to check 3 chests. As he'll get gold, and high armor. Alright, so I would imagine now we're going to see Highspirits get on the grind. Question is he going to grind the Stone Man in Hawksness, or is he going to grind... Yep, looks like he's going to the Stone Man in Hawksness.
Oh, excellent move on a red dragon. Another one for Tristal. Very good. So now he just needs 2 more of them. 3 more of them, excuse me. 3 more will get him level 16.
Our tracker, Joyzel /NYC guy, asking if Highspirits got the Death Necklace. He did. He did indeed get the Death Necklace. Our tracker, Joyzel /NYC guy, also our wonderful restreamer for the evening, so thank you very much for all of your behind-the-scenes work.
2 more to go now for Tristal, and he'll have level 16. There's a Stone Man down, 5,580. 1 more of those will get him level 14.
Alright, so one more red dragon. We'll get Tristal level 16. Meanwhile, we do have Highspirits just getting to level 14. So, we do have simultaneous grinds with Highspirits roughly 4,000 experience behind. That's not good.
Yeah, I mean, unless Highspirits decides he thinks somehow he can win on level 15, he's going to have to hope that Tristal fails in his dive, and it may take more than one fail for him to get back into this one. And here comes level 16 for Tristal. The all-important numbers for him, it's going to be 3, 10, 4, 4. Look at the numbers. We have 128 for attack power, so that's 7 to 14. If we put on the Death Necklace, it's 9 to 19. And
Death Necklace isn't a thing, though. Their HP isn't high enough.
And yeah, it's not. This isn't enough. He's gonna have to keep on going.
This is close. If you could assure that you would get down to the Dragon Lord with all of your heal mores intact, you could probably do it. But I don't think you have a heal more to spare.
Putting the DL2, you want to have at least 97 points left in the till after you put on that Death Necklace, because DL2 breath can do up to 48, and if you have less than that, you're gonna have to hope you get low attacks. And he uses the Dragon Lord breath. What is it, 50% of the time?
Yeah, 50% of the time he uses DL2 breath.
Yeah, he's not even going there. It looks like he may consider grinding to level 17. That's what it appears to be to me. He's gonna go ahead and heal up at Breckenary. Might think about Fairy Water strats, who knows?
And this is hard because you don't necessarily want to rely on a grind as you go here, because the enemies in Sharlock are they're not fun. I mean, because we know we have wizards and blue dragons with DL2 breath. We know we have werewolves with Hurtmore. At least the red dragons, the only thing they have is Punchmore, so that's not bad. But yeah, this is the truck down Sharlock is not a pleasant one.
It looks like Tristal is going to give it a shot here and immediately stumbles into an AK-47. Very difficult to run away from them, and this is not looking good. He is able to escape on the third attempt.
Now, and again, like I said, if he can get down to the Dragon Lord as it is, with all of his resources intact, the Dragon Lord is beatable. Dragon Lord 2 is beatable. But he doesn't have much wiggle room.
Yeah, he's got 13 heal mores. Two more Stone Man will get Highspirits up to level 15. Although, Z-Man, I can understand why Tristal's making the dive now. He knows what he's up against. He's up against Highspirits, who, as we had mentioned at the start of the show, that he's definitely a well-renowned DWR player himself. Tristal may think he might be a little bit behind. We know he's well out in front.
Oh, yeah. This is absolutely the correct play for Tristal. I'm not criticizing the play at all. I'm just saying that if he can get there, it's a win. It's just, can he get there? That's the question. I mean, if I was in Tristal's shoes, I'm doing the same thing.
You better believe it. He knows who he's up against, and level 15 has been obtained by Highspirit, and Tristal able to run away from that AK-47, only to run into another one, and this time not so lucky.
So High Spirits is relatively quickly closing this experience gap here. This Stone Man has proven to be a pretty effective grind, given that he does appear to be at least 50% on the stop spell cast. So, I mean, he hasn't had to refill his resources nearly as much as Tristal has. So this is a pretty effective grind here that Tristal is on, or High Spirits is on.
Absolutely, but meanwhile, Tristal almost makes it to the bottom floor of Charlock, but gets stopped by a werewolf, and now here he is with the Dragon Lord awaiting him. Alright, so people in chat predict what enemy is going to be on the spike tile here in Charlock.
Beta Strip saying a golem. I think we've only seen a cameo from one or two of them.
Yeah, we have not seen many golems all night. I'm going to say I'm going to be very evil here, Z-Man. It's going to be a blue dragon.
Oh, look, Star Wyverns have DL2 breath too, just like their Magic Wyvern brethren.
Oh, instead, it is the tame Axe Knight. So a couple people in chat got it right. Very good. And that's a one-shot kill. Tristal taking him down. Still has plenty of resources left, but the werewolves proven to be, landing a Hurtmore, so gonna have to do a little bit more of a heal walk or use an herb, which is what he's gonna do.
Alright, so this, as long as RNG doesn't completely abandon Tristal, this is absolutely, totally doable. Lons, I will let you do the count.
Absolutely here, and nothing but attack so far from the Dragon Lord so far, and does take him down. Let's see if Tristal gets the first strike on the Dragon Lord. He does. That's a great start for him, and he's going to start up. Ooh, that's the minimum right there, 7. And does 13 near the max, so he's got 20. 29. Nope, you can't risk it on 43, so he's going to have to use another heal more. Oh, another minimum. He's at 36. Ooh. He needs a double. Another minimum roll, Z-Man. 43.
Ugh.
Another one! He's at 50. He's in big trouble, Z-Man. He may have to throw a Hail Mary.
Oh, this is not... Yeah, these rolls are not good. And he's throwing the Hail Mary Hurtmore. He knows that these rolls are no good.
Yeah, you certainly can't blame him at this point. He's only got a 1 in 16 chance of landing one, but if he does get lucky, it could work. Unfortunately, he's 0 for 2.
And he's like, nope. So my guess is that now this is just a nope. He's going to go back and he's going to grind up level 17.
Yep, you certainly can't fault him for that. I mean, yeah, he gave it an attempt, but it's just not enough attack power to get the job done. I mean, he could have went for the Fairy Water strat, but that even then wouldn't have been a guarantee. It does 9 to 16 HP of damage, same as I heard. You can't fault Tristal for making that play, but again, little does he know, he is still in the lead against High Spirits.
Mm-hmm.
But that lead is now closing because he had that failed dive, because High Spirits is just one more Stone Man away from level 16, and it'll be decision time for High Spirits.
I would imagine High Spirits will make the same, well, more or less the same exact decision that Tristal did. He's probably going to go, High Spirits knowing that he's up against Tristal, knowing that he was probably behind after finding the armor so late. My guess is he's going, and he's not even thinking twice about it.
Now, interesting, Tristal is just straight up going back into Charlock. He's not going to do any more grinding. Interesting.
Ooh, High Spirits saying no. He's gonna go. He's grinding to 17. It looks like.
Oh, and this could be the play that maybe pushes him over the top, because he's going to pass Tristal in the experience points soon. To get to level 17, it's 12,000 experience points. Unless there is one other thing he may do. Maybe he's going to wait until he gets to the spike tile, grind on the Axe Knights to get to level 17 himself. I mean, it's a viable strategy, don't you think?
Well, maybe now it's a little bit more viable because using a heal more here is not good.
Yeah, unfortunately, the AK-47 doing a number Crystal. He cannot escape. He's in big trouble again.
Yeah, he's in a bit. Yep, and Tristal knows it.
Yeah, I'm thinking he may go back and just grind out level 17. But while he does that, we're literally in a dead heat now, Z-Man.
More or less, well, experience-wise, more or less, yes. But, right now, let's see what Tristal decides to do. If Tristal decides to go back on the Red Dragon grind, then I think Highspirits has the lead.
I agree.
But if Tristal decides to go back to Sharlock and get level 17 on the way down, then Tristal is still in the lead as long as level 17 isn't a total bust.
True. And yep, Tristal is going to try again. Yep, he figures, you know what? I'm committing myself to this move. I've got to do it right now. And he's able to escape from the Fun Police this time around. Two for two. Meanwhile, Highspirits on the Stone Man grind, 1,305 more points. So that'll be 9 more of those Stone Man, and he'll be at level 17.
Yeah, but in those 9 Stone Men, Tristal should be able to get most of the way down Sherlock, even with the grinding, if he gets good run luck.
Yeah, he's been running into nothing but nasty enemies, and he has been able to run away from both. So, yeah, if he continues to have this kind of luck, he still has a chance. Not when you get ambushed like this, though, Z-Man.
Well, another thing to kind of keep in mind is that Tristal is going to be down another... Well, maybe down another... Well, he's not going to be...
He does escape!
Tristal is not going to be able to use... Hurt more on the Axe Knight because that'll put him down another heal more.
True, and another AK-47! And he can't escape! Here comes Highspirits, Z-Man!
Well, so this is kind of what oh no!
He does escape, but he's now out of herbs. This is not looking good for Tristal, but Highspirits, he may be going forward on level 16 too, and he may experience the same difficulty that Tristal's experiencing right now.
Wait, what's he doing? Oh, is he gonna...
He's gonna heal up first. Is he going for it?
Oh, no, he has to heal his MP. He has to heal his MP.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, you gotta get that MP healed up. That makes sense.
Yeah.
Another ambush for Tristal. He has had absolutely abysmal luck. Luckily, he was able to escape this time.
And it looks like Highspirits is going to load up on Fairy Water.
On a Star Wyvern. Another ambush.
Well,
luckily, DL2 breath.
Yeah, luckily there was no DL2 breath there.
We were talking about Wyverns. I don't think we saw a regular Wyvern the entire match. I could be wrong, though.
I believe you're right. I don't think we did see a Wyvern.
Alright, Tristal's made it back to the bottom floor of Sharlock. Another AK-47, which has given him a lot of fits, but not this time. Only to run into another one, and again he's able to escape, and Highspirits, decision time. He's going for it.
Mm-hmm.
So it's do or die time now for Tristal. He's got to make it on this attempt, because you got to believe that Highspirits will get to level 17 on this attempt. And if it gives a big either HP or attack power boost, that could push him over the top.
Indeed. Now, it'll be interesting to see what Tristal does here. Because he is, he's not even that close to level.
No, 1,600 approximately to get to the next level. And you're talking about 12 of those Axe Knights. Oh, 59 points wasn't enough. So a tough break there. It's about a 50-50 chance. But he does have a chance. Well, first he runs into a werewolf. Luckily, he doesn't get ambushed. He now needs to do this heel walk. Don't get ambushed. Run away.
Yeah, this heel walk is just. I mean, it's just.
It's full of Monka S. That's what it's full of right now.
Highspirits now within 300 experience. No, wait. Yes, within 300 experience points of level 17.
Yeah, that's 278 points. He ought to get there. I mean, he's going to be that close. He'll want to get to level 17, and he gets hurt more by that werewolf. Wow.
God.
He just can't buy a break, Z-Man.
And there it is again. Oh, man.
Oh, don't get ambushed. Thankfully, Tristal does not get ambushed. He doesn't get ambushed by the werewolf either, and this is one of the more frustrating heel walks you will ever see, folks.
And Highspirits is within one Sherlock enemy of level 17.
Right, he has made it. He's going to give it a shot right now. It's do or die time for Tristal, because again, Highspirits on the verge of level 17, which could have a big payoff for him, and he is going to get it on that Axe Knight.
All right, you pay attention to Tristal, I'll pay attention to Highspirits.
Stop spell hype. That was just what the doctor ordered, and down goes the first form. Let's see if he gets lucky with the first strike again on DL2. He does, so starting off with 10. He gets a 9. You got him up to 19.
Level 17 is a dud, 1180.
Wow. 28. Well, if Tristal can get lucky, he is going to be the winner. But this is anybody's game. 40. 50. Remember that DL2 is anywhere between 150 and 165 HP. Going for the fairy water strat.
Yep.
16, the maximum roll.
That level was not a dud for Highspirits. That got him Death Necklace range.
Ooh.
So if he can get down there, it is a free fight with the Death Necklace.
Yes, 77 now for Tristal. He's got it, so he's got to do it on this one. He's got to do it on this one. 89. Could get a double if he's lucky. 98. He is going to get a double. 111. Tristal has a good chance here now. For one more fairy water. Gets a good roll at 14. He's up to 125.
He's got this.
Oh yeah, he's definitely got this. As long as he doesn't miss menu, he's got this. 137 with 4 Healmores left. Doing the math. Yeah, he's got it. Minimum is 7. Even if he rolls minimum the rest of the way, he's got it. 146. 155, that's still not enough. This next attack could do it though, Z-Man. And he gets 162 is still not enough! But he knows this attack will do it. And down goes DL2, and Tristal perseveres and is going to move on to the winners quarterfinals against Angel FM. Boy, what a match.
All right, everybody in chat, get out your GGs. Tristal has finished in first place with an official SRL time of 1 hour, 19 minutes, and 29 seconds. Well done to Tristal.
Absolutely, Z-Man played a great race and had just enough of a buffer early on to fend off Highspirits' comeback. Because if he failed that attempt, Highspirits was sure to win with his DL2 or with his Death Necklace strats.
And as you said, Tristal will now go on to play Angel FM, whereas Highspirits will now go to the bottom bracket to take on Edgeworth. Or Edgestream.
I can see why you say Edgeworth. We're all big fans of the Ace Attorney series, so it happens to everybody. Highspirits has made it to the bottom floor. We'll see if we can get an interview with Tristal in just a few moments here.
Yep, Tristal did say he would be right back as soon as he GG'd, so.
All right, that sounds good to me. And here's the Axe Knight for Highspirits. Should be no problem for him, especially when they use Hurt.
There we go. See, Trenton backing me up a little, but he does go by Edgeworth on Discord. So there we go.
Right before he gets to DLD Dragon Lord, an AK-47 blocks his path, but is able to escape. We'll go ahead and use an herb to heal up. And we'll see if he can get the same kind of luck that Tristal did. You would imagine he will be able to do so with the Death Necklace. Of course, he still has to watch out for those 48s. But there it is. The Death Necklace goes on. That'll be a boost to his attack power. No stop spell. Still no stop spell. Still no stop. So far, not so great. For Highspirits, going to have to use an herb. There's a stop spell. He's going to have to use another herb. There's another hurt more. So he's going to have to go on this one. And we do have TristalMTG here in the commentator's booth with us.
Hello.
Tristal, congratulations. You are moving on to the winners quarterfinals. It ended up being close at the end because Highspirits is now in the DL2 fight, starting off with the 17. Now he's got 27.
Oh, wow. What did he level up to then? Yeah,
He's at level 17. Level 17 had 8 extra HP, so he has the Death Necklace on.
Oh, interesting. Okay, cool.
He's right on the fringe, though. It's 38. 56 with that roll. When he did take a chance on 47, he decided to swing, and he got away with it that time. 70.
As long as he doesn't have to double heal too much, he should have this.
I agree. 83. Another attack. A lot of attacks from the Dragon Lord, so that's definitely helped Highspirits out. Another one. 97. Another attack. Wow.
Well, it's got to balance out all the fire it blew at me, I suppose.
I suppose. 113. Another attack. What is this luck? How many attacks in a row is that? I've lost track.
Well, and this is also
There's a breath. There's a breath.
It kind of balances out the your first attempt at the Dragon Lord there, Tristal, where your rolls were, let's say, subpar.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, Tristluck giveth and Tristluck taketh away.
And now it's good breaths. This time it was only 46, 135. Remember, the DL2 is at least 163, because 162 wasn't enough. There's 150.
So the next attack could take it out.
There's a breath. Oh, can't do it.
Yeah, he knows he's only 2 attacks away, so, yep.
And now he's guaranteed. 163 was the magic number. So, of course, you were 1 away when you had 162.
Short.
But get your GGs out
so,
here. It's good race.
So, Tristal, what'd you think of the seed?
Well, the high spirits factor was in play because this was the least Tristal seed or run that I've probably done in years for this. Normally, my tack is get the 100% you will definitely kill DL2 level before you even bother descending Charlock, but I didn't feel like I was that far ahead necessarily, and knowing high spirits, if there's a coin flip chance at level 16 that I can do it, I felt like I had to take the chance.
Yeah. So let's see. Hold on. Okay. So yeah, the High Spirits will be here in Discord in a minute. So I'll explain what happened when High Spirits joined us. But you did have a pretty good lead for most of this seed. But you're actually going to go move on now to play Angel FM in the next round. What do you think about that one?
Oh, that's going to be an exciting one. That's a little revenge for the previous tournament then, or the league rather. So, yeah, I'm interested to race against Angel some more. I haven't really done a whole lot of that, other than the 2 races we did. So, yeah, it'll be fun to watch.
And we are joined in chat by High Spirits. High Spirits, good game, man.
Man, did you die as much as I did? Because I could not get started for a long time.
Probably not as much. I don't know if there's a death counter on the tracker. I had a couple late deaths that set me back quite a bit, though.
Yeah, so the big, and I was just about to explain this to Tristal, the big difference in your seed is Tristal beat you to the Erdrick's armor by roughly 45 minutes.
Yeah, that was the last thing I found was the armor.
Yeah, okay, that sounds about right. I thought that was a possibility, but I wasn't sure.
Yeah, so Tristal didn't die nearly as much early as you did because he had the Erdrick's armor, and because he had the Erdrick's armor, he took out the Stone Man a lot easier. So he had Erdrick's armor and Erdrick's sword, I don't know, 20, 25 minutes into the seed.
Yeah, 25 minutes into the seed, I think I had found Charlock, Cantlin. I think that was about it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I guess my exploration just was lucky early on. I hit that northwest corner about as soon as I could, almost, and find Rimildar and Garen right there as well. So I had a couple. I was taking a lot of risks in this race too. When I found Garen, when I found Rimildar, I could only afford 1 key because I had died so much, and because everything was running away from me at that point. So I decided to use it on Garen, even though I may not get anything good out of it. And then it turns out I got Erdrick's armor out of it, so that managed to work out really well for me. I do want to know, did you kill any metal slimes? Because I saw a few and they ran away from me at the first opportunity.
I want to know something about metal slimes. Huh?
Stop for just a moment. So, Tristal, you saw some metal slimes and they kept running away from you. Little
Indeed.
did you know, they had the Wombo combo.
Oh my goodness,
They
really?
had both sleep and DL2 breath.
Yeah,
you
and they-
never saw it.
Yeah, and they got High Spirits at least 3 or 4 times.
Yep.
Oh, wow. Okay, I'm Trisluck then.
Oh, to name off the things that had Dragon Lord breath, I think I found them all.
Goodness. It was the Star Wyvern, the Magi Wyvern, the Wizard, the Metal Slime, the Blue Dragon. I'm missing.
Yeah, I
at
think
least
I think
one
I
or
found
two
all of
things.
those.
I'm missing
The
one or
Metal Slime.
two. I don't know. Was it the Wraith Knight, maybe?
Maybe.
I don't know.
I know one killed me, so that's probable.
Wow. Yeah. No one had weak breath, and we never saw any wyverns. Just plain old wyverns. At least I didn't see any. I don't know about you
No,
two.
I didn't see one on my side.
Other than the Metal Slime, did either one of you see Sleep?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Something slept me for like 4 or 5 turns in a row.
Poltergeist said sleep.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah.
Wraith Knight,
It
too.
was ridiculous.
Ah,
I failed to run away from like a regular Draki or something like that. Super late too.
Yeah, I did that too. It was like a Magi Drakey or something, but yeah. Yeah, so I got hurt more at 5, right? So I'm like, cool, let's go grind. Go into the desert, you know where all the good enemies are. First encounter, back attack, Wraith Knight, sleep blocks me, dies. Okay, go back there. My first hurt more, fails to hit an Armor Knight, I die. And then I go back and I run into a Metal Slime, I'm dead. I'm like, I just literally, like, I got hurt more, but I couldn't level for like 10 minutes because everything was killing me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think I had like one of those fortunate deaths. So I found Charlock in the Red Dragon Cave, or I'm sorry, the Rainbow Drop Cave early enough. But there were werewolves and really nasty things around there. So instead of exploring further around there, I went north to Cantlin and around. I didn't see the blue dragons in that desert until much later. So I figured that was a bit safer of an area to just explore through. It had warlocks that were good for some low-level experience. I think some wolves around there too. So lucky me then that I didn't have to deal with a lot of that nasty stuff.
I'm not speaking of nasty stuff. Tristal, you must have ran into about 100 AK-47s in Charlock, and they were really giving you the fits. A couple of them, I know one of them forced you to retire from Charlock on your second dive to try again, and then on the third dive, you barely escaped.
Yeah, just so Highspirits knows, I went at 16 because I had the fear. And,
Yeah, I see that.
And yeah, the first dive I did, my Dragon Lord fight was just awful. I was rolling 7s all day long, and I had to go for YOLO hurt mores because there's no way I was even gonna catch up. The second dive in AK stopped my run like 5 times in a row, and I just had to give up on it because I was such on the knife's edge at level 16 that I knew even one heal more might make the difference. So I eventually ran away, but I had to cast outside and go.
Yeah, I started diving at 16, and don't worry, you didn't miss anything at 17. It was like 1-1. It was enough to use the death necklace, though. That's what matters, because it got you to 127 health, but it was like 1-1-6-0 or something.
Yeah. And then, yeah, the third try I had AKs. Actually, I think on the way down, it was a lot luckier, honestly. Like, I had to use up all my herbs on the journey, but there was a few red dragons in there I was able to run away from, and a bunch of AKs. So, I mean, overall, I can't really complain about that third dive.
And the heel walk, man, that heel walk, you kept getting hurt more over and over again by werewolves. It had to be frustrating for you.
God, I feel like such a hypocrite every time I watch a race and somebody does the heel walk in front of Dragon Lord. I'm like, no, never ever heel walk. You can't do it. It never works. But I was on just no resources. I had no herbs left. I couldn't spare a single heal spell. With werewolves and star wyverns around, I could maybe run away from them at a decent enough clip to keep enough HP that I'm satisfied in the DL fight, and it eventually worked. I really thought about using a fairy water because I think I was defense breaking werewolves and star wyverns at that point, so I wouldn't have even encountered them, but I didn't want to use the fairy water up so that I'd have it for the DL2 fight.
Yeah, I didn't have, like, I ended up leveling on my way down on 17 into Charlock, but I got destroyed on the first floor, so I ended up leaving. But even that would have only meant I lost by like 3 minutes instead of 5.
Yeah, my first dive down, the intention was to try and get 17 on the way down. If all the levels had just like a bunch of werewolves and wizards, that could have worked out. So I had killed a couple werewolves on my first try, and then eventually, like, I had gotten down to 4th or 5th floor and seen almost nothing relevant at that point. I still had about 1,600 to go to level. I'm like, well, screw it. I'm never going to make level 17 at this rate. So I just kind of gave up on it and YOLO'd at 16.
That was probably the one time in my life I wish Stonemen would have been in Charlock more often. I didn't see a single one.
Yeah, I don't remember if they were or not.
Yeah, I didn't see any.
They were so soft and squishy and delicious, but...
Yeah, because they had hurt and stop spell. Yeah, that made it a very appealing grind. One of the rare times they're an appealing grind because of all the HP that they've got. But yeah, when they have those kind of spell sets, yeah, easy choice to grind on them.
Did you end up grinding in Swamp Cave then?
No, I grinded on the Stonemen because I found the armor last, so I'm like, Stonemen are pretty easy and they don't do anything to you, so I just jumped over there real quick and grinded on the stone men.
Gotcha. The Swamp Cave had red dragons, so that's what I went for. They were just vanilla, or not vanilla, but no ability.
Yeah. Red dragon. Oh, I killed plenty of. Trust me, I came across red dragons on the map. Oh yes, I did. I killed plenty of them. Because there was no way that the red dragons weren't going to be there with everything the way everything else was going for me.
Well, that's probably another reason why I was so far ahead, because I really didn't see too many red dragons or AK-47s on the map. It was mostly werewolves and.
Oh, they were everywhere for me. The red dragons, literally, the red and blue dragons were everywhere.
I did see tons of blue dragons, which were super annoying because they had DL2 breath, but yeah, not so much on the red dragons, luckily.
But GG, man, sorry for breaking your bracket.
Yeah, that's okay. I forgive you. Good luck, sir. I imagine you will do quite well on the other side of the bracket.
All right, a big GG to both of you. A very competitive race this evening, and we wish you the best of luck in your upcoming matches. Z-Man, do you have any other questions for these two?
No, I think they pretty well covered it. Great match to commentate, and good luck to both of you moving forward. I'm sure I'll be commentating more of your matches. All right, Laz, so why don't you take us on out of here, my friend?
Absolutely. And before we do so, I just want to point out there's a couple of races scheduled so far for this week. Not many, but I would imagine more will come as the week progresses. But we do have coming up on Wednesday night at 9 p.m. Eastern, Diabetes the Second versus Apex Corvid. And then on Thursday, the 20th at 7 p.m. Eastern, Monsieur Slime versus Sparkover. Those should be some great matchups. And again, make sure you are paying close attention to the Dragon Warrior Randomizer schedule for more upcoming matches, especially down in the bonus bracket. So that's going to do it for us here on Speed Gaming 2. On behalf of our runners, Highspirits and TristalMTG, please make sure you give them both a follow. For our tracker, NYC Guy, for everybody here on Speed Gaming, and for my commentator partner, Z-Man. I'm LOZ Cards Fan 23. Have a great week. We will see you again next time. So long, everybody.